Amsterdam. Canals, bikes, stroopwafels and charm at every corner. But in 2025, with prices creeping higher across Europe, one question keeps popping up. Is it still affordable, or has this postcard-perfect city turned into a tourist trap? Today, we're putting it to the test. With just $100 in hand, we're spending a full day in the Dutch capital to find out what $100 gets you in Amsterdam. Is the Netherlands worth it in 2025? Get ready for canals, cheese, culture, and maybe a few budget surprises. Oh, before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now let's cut to the chase. At 1. Dutch breakfast and Canalside wandering, starting the day local. We begin our Amsterdam adventure the way locals do, with a no-fuss breakfast and a picturesque walk through canals that look like they were pulled straight from a fairy tale. First stop, a neighbourhood bakkerij. Instead of sitting down at an overpriced cafe near Dam Square, we head a little off the tourist path to a local bakery in Jordan. We grab a freshly brewed koffie werkard, a Dutch-style latte, and a kaasbloedje, a warm cheesy roll for just around €6 total, which is under $7. It's cosy, satisfying, and surprisingly affordable for such a trendy area. With breakfast in hand, we start exploring. The Jordan district is one of the most charming and walkable areas in Amsterdam, with rows of narrow brick houses, leaning facades and houseboats bobbing along the water. You don't need a museum ticket to appreciate the beauty here. Along the way, we pass tiny art galleries, vintage record shops, and independent bookstores, perfect for window shopping. Everything feels peaceful and slow-paced in the morning, a side of Amsterdam many visitors overlook in favour of the busy city centre. This section of the day doesn't cost much, maybe $1 or $2 extra if you grab a second coffee or snack, but it delivers maximum atmosphere. It sets the tone for the kind of day where your money buys moments, not just tickets. And in Amsterdam, that's often the better deal. At 2, biking and getting around Amsterdam. 2 wheels, 1 budget. In Amsterdam, the bicycle isn't just a mode of transport, it's a way of life. With more bikes than people and an intricate network of bike lanes, renting a Fiat for the day is one of the smartest and most immersive things you can do here. We head to a reputable local shop like Mac Bike or A-Bike, where a 24-hour rental costs around €12 to €15, which is about $13 to $16. Many places offer student or early morning discounts, so you can often shave €1 or 2 off if you plan ahead. Now mounted up and rolling, the city opens up. You're no longer limited to the tourist-heavy core. We ride through Vondelpark, a sprawling green escape where locals jog, picnic and play music. It's peaceful, photogenic and completely free. The tree-lined paths are smooth and perfect for cruising at your own pace. Next, we cycle over to De Pip, a diverse and energetic neighbourhood filled with street art, cafes and one of Amsterdam's best markets, which we'll cover in the next section. The ride itself is half the joy. There's something special about watching the canals, bridges and bikes blur past you like a living postcard. Don't forget to park your bike properly. Amsterdam is serious about bike rules and fines aren't budget friendly. Use the provided racks and lock it up tight with the included chains. By the end of this section, we spent under $20 in total, and we've gained a full day of unlimited access to the entire city, without ever paying for public transport or taxes. In a city built on cycling, this might just be the best value experience Amsterdam offers. Next up at 3, must-see attractions on a budget, museums, markets and culture. Now it's time to tackle Amsterdam's iconic attractions, but we're doing it the budget-savvy way. Of course we are, because while the museums are amazing, those entry fees can stack up fast. We start with a photo op outside the Rijksmuseum, the grand centerpiece of Museumplein. While admission is €20, we skip going inside for now and enjoy the beautifully manicured Rijksmuseum garden, which is free to access and often filled with temporary sculpture exhibits. It's a cultural moment without the price tag. Next door is the Van Gogh Museum. While tickets here cost around €22, Amsterdam also has a vibrant alternative art scene. We opt instead to check out Moco Museum's outdoor installations or head to Foam Photography Museum, which sometimes offers discounted or under 25 pricing, saving you at least 5 to 10 euros depending on your age and timing. From there, we cruise over to Blumenmarkt, the world's only floating flower market. It's vibrant, colourful and free to wander. You'll spot tulip bulbs, novelty clogs and way too many magnets. Yes, magnets, all priced for tourists, but browsing is a fun cultural dive without opening your wallet. We end this portion of the day at the Albert Kuip market in De Pip. It's an explosion of smells, sounds and Dutch street snacks. Even if we don't buy much here yet, it gives us insight into what locals really eat, buy and talk about. So far, we've only spent around $8 to $10 and we've managed to tap into Amsterdam's rich culture, art, markets and history without draining our budget. It's proof that with the right plan, you can see the soul of the city without paying top euro. And now at 4, Dutch snacks, cheese and lunch by the Canal. What to eat cheap. By now, it's time to eat like a local. And lucky for us, Dutch street food is affordable, filling and full of character. We head back to the Albert Kuip market, one of the best places in Amsterdam to grab delicious local bites without paying restaurant prices. First, we snack on a fresh stroopwafel, 2 thin waffles stuck together with gooey caramel syrup, hot off the press for around €2.50. It's sweet, crunchy and so satisfying. It's delicious. Next, we sample kibbeling, small chunks of battered fried cod served with tartar sauce or garlic mayo. This Dutch classic costs about 5 to 6 euros and it's enough to fill you up for lunch. But if you're craving something uniquely local, raw herring with onions and pickles, a staple that locals either love or avoid, all for under 4 euros. Don't forget cheese, by the way. This is the land of Gouda after all. Some stalls offer free samples, but a small wedge or tasting tray will only set you back 3 to 5 euros. Grab a bit, pair it with some fresh bread and sit down along one of Amsterdam's many quiet canals. There's something special about lunch in this city. You don't need a view from a fancy terrace, just a bench by the water, a paper-wrapped snack in your hand and the occasional cyclist whizzing past. The food-filled portion of the day only costs around $12 to $15, yet gives you a culinary tour of the Netherlands without even stepping into a restaurant. Flavourful, cultural and budget-friendly. It's the kind of lunch you'll actually remember. Next up at 5, evening vibes, free views and wrapping up the day. As the sun starts to dip, Amsterdam transforms. The city takes on a golden hue and the canals reflect soft pinks and oranges. This is when Amsterdam feels magical and fortunately it doesn't cost anything to enjoy. We cycle over to Vondelpark, the city's most famous urban green space. It's a peaceful escape from the crowds, filled with locals walking dogs, playing guitar or just lying in the grass. We take a slow lap around, park the bikes and breathe it all in, for free. Now it's time to end the day with one final experience, a canal cruise. While some cost 20 euros or more, you can find budget-friendly options starting at 12 to 15 euros if booked in advance. Alternatively, for a zero-cost option, we ride the ferry from Centraal Station to Amsterdam Noord. It's free and offers stunning skyline views. In Amsterdam Noord, we stop at the base of the Adam Lookout. Tickets at the top are pricey, but just hanging out at the waterfront below gives you a dramatic panorama of the city across the water. It's the kind of spot where street musicians often perform as boats drift by. For a final treat, we grab a small Dutch beer or a local apple pie from a casual cafe nearby, spending around 5 to 6 euros. Sitting outside as the lights begin to flicker on across the city, it's the perfect end to a day well spent. We've explored food, art, nature and neighbourhoods and still kept it all under $100. That's what smart travel looks like. So, is the Netherlands worth it in 2025? In Amsterdam, $100 doesn't just buy you meals and attractions, it buys you atmosphere, rhythm and memories. From biking the canals to tasting cheese in street markets, you've seen how far your money can go in one of Europe's most charming cities. If you enjoyed this $100 challenge, let us know what city we should try next in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a budget adventure. Until next time, travel smart, spend wisely, and see the world without breaking the bank.